Hi, Assalamualaikum Dr. Ina. My name is Nur Eli Adrana binti Jaafar, and today I will be presenting my critical analysis of the article Should Leaders Prioritize Conflict Mitigation or Conflict Resolution by Anna Shields. This review explores an important question for leaders in modern organizations, whether should they focus on preventing conflict or on solving it. While Shields argues that leaders should prioritize mitigation, I respectfully disagree. In my view, conflict resolution is more vital for long-term stability, trust, and organizational growth. Throughout this presentation, I will summarize the article and explain my critical stance, share real-world examples, and end with several key recommendations for leaders. Anna Shields explains that many leaders today focus on conflict mitigation, which means reducing tension and emotional impact, which are not necessarily solving the issue. She contrasts this with conflict resolution, which aims to settle disagreements permanently and rebuild relationships. Shields points out that the modern workplace with hybrid work, AI challenges, and multi-generational teams has made conflict more complex. She concludes that rather than debating terminology, leaders should develop conflict competence through training, communication, and inclusive leadership. While I agree with the importance of competence, my critique is that prioritizing mitigation over resolution risks creating a cycle of avoidance and surface-level peace rather than real harmony. In my opinion, conflict mitigation is useful, but it is not enough. Relying only on mitigation often leads to short-term calm, while deeper issues remain unresolved. Leaders may end up treating symptoms instead of causes, which erodes trust and morale over time. True leadership isn't about avoiding conflict, but it is about guiding teams through it toward closure and understanding. So let's look at 4 real-world examples that demonstrate why conflict resolution is essential. So, the first issue is about Amazon's hybrid work crisis in 2023. Amazon tried to ease tensions over return to office rules, but because they didn't resolve the underlying concerns about fairness and autonomy, employees remained dissatisfied. As by Shop and Software 2024 note, morale dropped significantly, showing mitigation without resolution leads to long-term disengagement. The second issue is about Starbucks' unionization wave in 2022. Starbucks used listening sessions to calm frustration, but avoided addressing workers' real demands for fair pay and voice. This mitigation as avoidance backfired and actually fueled stronger union movements. The third issue is about OpenAI's leadership conflict in 2023. When the OpenAI board abruptly fired and rehired CEO Sam Altman, their attempts to stay silent and calm the public failed. Resolution only came when governance structures were clarified and leadership direction was restored. And the last issue is from tech industry layoffs in 2023. Many tech companies tried to soften layoffs emotionally, but without resolving the ethical and communication problems behind them. This damaged reputation and trust, and again, it's showing the cost of avoiding root cause resolution. So, all these 4 examples prove that mitigation can delay conflict, but only resolution creates sustainable trust and growth. So now, I will share 3 recommendations that can help leaders strengthen their approach to conflict resolution. So the first one is implement formal resolution frameworks. So not all conflicts can be solved informally, right? So Liu et al. 2024 suggests using structured models such as the graph model for conflict resolution to find fair and stable outcomes. For instance, in workplace disputes like return to office mandates, leaders can use this model to identify all stakeholders, understand each party's options, and reach a balanced resolution instead of a one-sided decision. A clear framework ensures fairness, transparency, and closure. Number 2, mandate transparent communication to build trust. Shields warns that pushing for resolution too quickly can create resistance, and often because of a lack of trust. And that's why transparency is essential. So according to Mitigation, transparency rebuilds trust and reducing negative emotions and increasing acceptance. I recommend creating a transparency protocol where after every major decision, leaders must clearly share the reasoning behind it, the process followed, and how employees' feedback was considered. This not only helps close the conflict, but also shows fairness and respect toward everyone involved. Number 3, replace passive avoidance strategies with collaborative styles. A common leadership mistake is using avoidance under the name of mitigation. So research by Mikowski found that passive avoidant leadership directly reduces engagement and trust. Instead, leaders should adopt collaborative approaches by involving all parties to co-create solutions. I suggest conducting leadership evaluations to identify avoidance tendencies, followed by coaching programs that train managers to engage openly with conflict rather than sidestep it. This approach transforms conflict into a learning opportunity rather than a recurring issue. To conclude, while conflict mitigation may calm tensions temporarily, but it doesn't address the root causes. Conflict resolution, on the other hand, restores trust, strengthens teamwork, and ensures lasting organizational health. So, as someone who believes in facing challenges directly rather than avoiding them, I strongly advocate for leaders to prioritize conflict resolution, which is turning conflict into a powerful driver of growth and collaboration. So that's all from me. Thank you for listening.